Episode 45, Shadow's Heartswarming Gala. Exactly 1 week has passed since King Sombra's attack on Princess Twilight Sparkle took place. Today was the day in which Twilight was scheduled to host her annual Heartswarming Gala at her castle. However, Princess Twilight Sparkle was still missing and her whereabouts were unknown. Princess Celestia has ordered Shadow the Hedgehog to host Princess Twilight Sparkle's party in the hopes to lure King Sombra out of hiding or perhaps draw Princess Twilight Sparkle back to her castle. It was mid-morning. Princess Celestia and Princess Luna are present at Twilight's castle. Both princesses were helping Rarity set up for the evening's festivities. Twilight's chamber. Shadow sitting on Twilight's bed. Knock on the door.
"Leave me alone! I'm not ready to deal with this charade yet!"
"Come on, Shadow. If you don't let me in, you know I'll just use my powers to enter anyway."
Ugh!
Shadow opens the door.
"What do you want, Whitey?"
"May I?"
"You're going to bother me anyway, so why the hell not?"
Silver enters and closes the door behind him. "I understand why you're angry, but let me remind you that what happened to Twilight is not your fault, Shadow."
"It is my fault! I shouldn't have sent Twilight away. She should have gone with Princess Celestia and I to the Crystal Empire, but instead I convinced her to come home alone, without any protection around her, because I thought it was for her best interest to not have to watch me kill her brother. I wasn't here to protect her, Silver. She's gone, and it's all my fault."
"I believe you should hold on to hope that she's still alive."
"Why should I? I've flown over this whole planet looking for her, 4 times this week as a matter of fact, and nothing, not even a trace of Twilight's life force have I been able to sense."
"This King Sombra, or whoever he is, wouldn't go through the trouble of taking a dead princess along with him. If he killed her, he would have just left her body here to send a message to all of us, including Princesses Celestia and Luna."
"Then where is she, Silver? Why hasn't my love come home?"
"I can't answer that. The only possible answer I might have is that maybe he took her alive and is going to use her for a plan or as leverage."
"He's the most powerful being I have ever sensed in my life. He doesn't need anyone, especially Twilight, for leverage. With his power, he can take whatever he wants when he wants it."
"I'm sorry, Shadow. I didn't come up here to fight with you. I came up to check on you and to see if you needed me to do anything for you."
"I'm fine, thanks. If you really want to help me, then find a way to convince Princess Celestia to cancel this ridiculous charade. Right now, I'm so infuriated that I don't give a damn about the ponies of Ponyville and keeping up the appearance that everything is hunky-dory here in Equestria. I just want to find my princess, Silver."
"We all want to find Twilight, Shadow. Maybe this charade, as you call it, will bring Twilight back to her castle, or lure Sombra to it. We have to throw Twilight's Heartswarming Gala because it's something she does every year, and if it were to get cancelled, it would cause a lot of questions to be asked, and it could raise a concern. For the time being, Shadow, this is your castle now, while Twilight is missing, and with that comes the responsibility of playing the political game that comes with being in love with a pony of royalty like Twilight. You are taking her place as the host of this event tonight, and as such, you're representing her in her absence. I'm asking you to pull it together tonight for Twilight."
"Damn you, Silver, for pulling that on me. I hate it when you're right."
"I'm not trying to be hard on you. You're my best friend, Shadow, and I care about you. I know how much you deeply love Twilight, and I know it's killing you that she's not here. I wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't tell you what I feel. Asking you to do this for Twilight is rough, but she is royalty, and as her significant other, it is your duty to represent her the way she deserves to be represented. Tonight won't be easy on you, but it's the best way for you to honor her in her absence."
"Thank you, Silver. Thanks for being here and for being a great friend and for putting things into perspective. The truth is that one day, assuming Twilight is still alive, I will marry Twilight, and when that happens I will become a prince, and as a prince I must act like one. I guess that starts tonight. I'll see you downstairs, Silver, and thanks again for helping me."
"Any time, Shadow. Any time." The CMCs are heading to Twilight's castle for the Heartswarming Gala. They are reading a letter from Babseed. Twilight's castle. The grand ballroom is filling up with ponies from Ponyville. Princess Celestia takes the stage and grabs a microphone. Good evening and happy heartswarming every pony, and welcome to Princess Twilight Sparkle's 3rd annual Heartswarming Gala. It is unfortunate that Princess Twilight Sparkle could not be with us tonight. She had diplomatic duties she needed to tend to elsewhere, but she insisted on continuing on without her. So without further ado, I'd like to turn things over to your host this evening, Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow takes the microphone from Princess Celestia.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I'd like to begin by first thanking all of you for coming to this evening to celebrate Heartswarming with us. This holiday is about celebrating unity and harmony here in Equestria with our friends and family. As Princess Celestia stated, my girlfriend, Princess Twilight Sparkle, is unable to grace us with her presence this year for her annual Heartswarming Gala. It's no secret that Princess Twilight Sparkle is the Princess of Friendship, and as her duties, she is overseas in Ponarabia, settling a friendship problem, which is why she was unable to be present here this evening. However, she insisted that the gala must go on without her, and as your host this evening, I want to wish all of you a very happy Heartswarming. Thank you.
The entire room applauds Shadow as he exits the stage. Twilight's 3rd annual Heartswarming Gala had officially started. Sonic and Rainbow Dash walk over to Shadow. How are you holding up, Shadow?
Lousy.
Well, you gave an amazing speech, Shadow.
Thanks. It was all lies, thus making it very political. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a glass of champagne so I could survive this nightmare.
Shadow walks away. Sonic follows him. Well, have you found any leads on Twilight's whereabouts yet?
Of course not. Why do you think I need a damn drink? I'm so pissed off right now, Sonic. When I get the chance to get my hands on Queen Sombra, I'll make sure to eradicate every piece of him from existence, right down to his soul, so he'll never come back.
Well, we all share in your frustration, and we want to help you any way we can. Remember, we are a team.
Until we find Sombra, there's not much you can do. Go and enjoy the party with your wife, Sonic.
Shadow.
Just go and leave me alone, Sonic.
Sonic shakes his head. Unbelievable. Sonic walks away from Shadow and back over to Rainbow Dash.
That didn't go so well, did it?
Not at all. I can't blame him for being angry. We all want to find Twilight and bring her home safely, and we're all angry that we don't even know where to start looking for her.
Given the amount of blood we cleaned up here at the castle, I have a really bad feeling about what happened to Twily.
Fluttershy and Tails come over. Fluttershy embraces Rainbow Dash.
Happy heartswarming, Dashy. Same to you, Fluttershy. Happy heartswarming, Tails.
Tails hugs Rainbow Dash. Happy heartswarming, Rainbow Dash. You look amazing. And Sonic, wow, I didn't know you had it in you to look so suave. That's because I'm Mobius. We didn't have the time to dress up in fancy clothes like this. And we certainly didn't have a friend like Rarity on Mobius either. Sonic hugs Fluttershy.
Happy heartswarming, Sonic.
Thanks. I'm not sure how happy it is with the whole Twilight situation.
I know. Usually I try to think positive, but I fear the worst for her. Shadow gave a really good greeting speech. He pulled it together very convincingly.
Speaking of which, has Shadow found out anything about Twilight yet? No, and it's completely ripping him up inside, too. He blames himself for what happened to Twilight. He feels it's his fault that he wasn't here to protect her. Silver said that Shadow has flown across the entire planet 4 times since Twilight's disappearance a week ago. I'm worried about him. Poor guy is going to drive himself crazy.
I'd be doing the same thing Shadow is if anything were to happen to Dash.
Rainbow Dash smiles.
Aw, Sonic, I'd be doing the same thing too if anything happened to you.
I know you would. Princess Cadance is standing at the bar with Shadow. Hard cider, please. Right away, Your Highness. You gave a very princely speech, very convincing. It's not fun covering up the truth, pretending like everything is fine, when in reality you just want to seclude yourself from everything and every pony. Shadow takes a sip of champagne.
Yep, where's Flurry Heart?
I dropped her off at Twilight's parents' house. I figured they could use some joy considering they just lost Shining Armor, and Twilight is missing.
I'm sorry about Shining Armor's death.
I can't believe there's nothing we can do to change him back. Bartender gives Princess Cadance her hard cider. Enjoy, Princess Cadance. Happy heartswarming. Thanks. Happy heartswarming to you as well. Have you heard anything about Twilight?
No, I've been across this planet 4 times, and not once have I sensed her. Even King Sombra is quiet.
King Sombra is laying low until he decides to attack me in the Crystal Empire. It's only a matter of time, but I'm not running away from him. I've decided to keep Flurry Heart with my in-laws permanently to keep her safe from Sombra.
You're not going to stay with them as well?
I'm the only ruler the Crystal Empire has left. I will not abandon the Crystal Ponies and leave them to suffer to King Sombra.
If anything happens, I'll sense it, and I'll be there to help you defend the Crystal Empire against King Sombra. I have my own score to settle with that bastard.
Princesses Celestia and Luna approach Shadow and Princess Cadance. Shadow, I must commend you for a well-delivered speech. I know that wasn't easy on you to lie about Twilight, but it had to be done. My sister and I would like a moment alone with Princess Cadance, if you don't mind.
Well, don't take too long. I need another drink soon.
Shadow walks away. Don't even waste your time. I know what you two came over here for, and the answer is no. I'm not abandoning the Crystal Empire. Don't be foolish, Cadance. You know you're no match for him, and it's not safe for Flurry Heart either. I'm already way ahead of you. Flurry Heart will be staying with my in-laws permanently until Sombra is defeated. I will visit her when I have the chance, but like I said, I am not abandoning the Crystal Ponies. Have you not given any thought to your daughter's future if she were to lose both her parents? That is not your concern. King Sombra has already taken my husband and my sister-in-law, my best friend Twilight. It will be a very cold day before I allow him to take my empire from me as well. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go back to feigning happiness for the next several hours. Princess Cadance begins to walk away. How dare you dismiss us like common ponies, Cadance? Let her go, Luna. She's made her decision. Princess Cadance storms off. And it's foolish, Celestia. She's a grieving widow, Luna. King Sombra murdered Shining Armor by using his body to resurrect himself. I can't blame her for her defiance, or her willingness to want to stand and fight King Sombra. She's as good as dead staying in the Crystal Empire, Celestia, and you know it. You're more than likely right about that, Luna, but we cannot force her to abandon the Crystal Empire. That's a choice only she can make for herself. Fluttershy and Tails walk over to the buffet table. All of a sudden, 8 trumpets magically appear at the ballroom entrance and begin playing by themselves to announce the arrival of some pony special. Those trumpets are playing by themselves, and they're floating. The room goes quiet.
There's only one being alive who makes an entrance like that. Yay!
Discord enters the ballroom. Discord snaps his fingers and the trumpets disappear. Now that I've made my grand entrance, feel free to carry on. Oh, Fluttershy, I'm home.
Yay! Come on, Tails.
Fluttershy rushes over to Discord and wraps him in a hug. Discord smiling. Chaotic heartswarming, my dear. May your days be merry with chaos.
Oh, don't say that. Things have been pretty chaotic around here lately.
Tails walks over. Always a show-off, Discord. Oh, Tails, no need to be jealous. I mean, you're cute and cuddly, everything Fluttershy adores, and I'm just a magical, immortal being of chaos, who doesn't practice chaos anymore, but rather uses his chaotic magic for making ponies laugh out of sheer joy, thus making my chaotic magic not chaotic at all, but rather making it pleasantly and soothingly entertaining, thus leading to harmony across Equestria. The end. Huh? I know about what happened to Twilight and how she lost her sparkle.
Really, Discord? Now is not a good time for Twilight jokes.
Oh, all right. Too soon, I guess. In all seriousness, though, I did feel King Sombra's presence, and I was able to sense his fight with Twilight as well.
Well, if you sensed it, why didn't you use your magic to help Twilight, Mr. Immortal Being of Chaos?
Now, why would I do that? Tails, had I helped Twilight, there would have been a chance of me falling under his control. And believe me, that's not something you or Equestria would have wanted.
Are you saying King Sombra is even more powerful than you?
Yes, he is, and I couldn't allow him to use my magic for his bidding.
I see. So, how did your magic and comedy show tour go?
It was okay, I guess. It's not the same since Trixie's death. I hope they find a good replacement once this leg of my tour is completed. I'll let you two catch up. I need to give Sunset Shimmer her communicator.
Okay.
Tails walks away and finds Sunset Shimmer. Hi, Tails, right? Yeah, here's your stupid communicator that Twilight wanted me to give to you. Happy heartswarming. Tails drops the communicator on the floor on purpose and goes to walk away. Wow, that was kind of rude. Sunset Shimmer uses her magic to pick up the communicator off the floor. I'm sorry, but you don't deserve to wear one of those communicators. You represent the exact opposite of what it takes to earn one of those. I don't trust you, not even a little. Well, I guess I'm not the only pony in this room that you don't trust. By the way you're treating me, I'd say you don't trust your girlfriend over there. You don't know me at all. I know Fluttershy loves me, and I trust her. It's Discord that I can't stand being around. He's a show-off, and it gets annoying because I take the back seat the minute Fluttershy sees him. I could leave right now, and she'd probably not even know I was gone. That, or you could stop being a jealous sourpuss and go over there and at least make an attempt to get along with one of her friends. Just something I've been learning during my apprenticeship under Twilight. Oh, sorry, I gotta go. My bestie just arrived. Sunset Shimmer walks away from Tails as Starlight enters the ballroom with Will Atkinson. Wow, this castle is amazing. To think I used to live here. Do you want to see my old room? Starlight winks. Oh, you're bad. Sunset Shimmer walks over to greet Starlight. Sunset Shimmer hugs Starlight. Finally, some pony I could talk to at this party. You look beautiful as always, by the way. Thanks, and you look stunning yourself. Will, this is one of my besties, Sunset Shimmer. Sunset Shimmer and Will shake hooves. Pleasure to meet you. Likewise, Starlight, was this the stallion you were telling me about that changed your whole outlook on life in like 5 minutes? Yeah, that would be him. So, how's the apprenticeship going for you? It's been a rocky start, and now it appears the apprenticeship may be over. I can't really be an apprentice when my mentor is probably dead. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. You went back to that boondock village of yours, so you probably haven't heard the news of Twilight being attacked by King Sombra last weekend. King Sombra has returned? That can't be possible. Trust me, it's possible, and it happened. I was back at my place in Canterlot picking up some of my belongings when it happened. We cleaned this place up pretty good for this party tonight. Have you heard anything about her? No, Shadow's been searching the whole planet for her all week and hasn't found anything. Wow, that's terrible. I'll catch up with you later, Sunset. I want to introduce Will to the rest of my friends. Starlight and Will walk away from Sunset Shimmer.
Starlight! Oh, hey, Pinkie Pie. Happy heartswarming, sweetie. Starlight and Pinkie Pie hug. Happy heartswarming to you as well, Starlight. Will Atkinson, are you Starlight Glimmer's date?
I'm not sure, actually. Are you considering me as your date? Starlight gives Will a look. Of course you're my date. How do you two know each other? I know her from Sugar Cube Corner.
That's really cool, Starlight. Will is a really nice stallion, and he writes amazing novels and produces some amazing theater productions, too.
I know, I'm a huge fan of his work, too, and I agree with you on Will being a really nice stallion. I didn't know you enjoyed going to the theater, Pinkie.
I don't go to the theater often, but a couple of years ago, Rarity and I met up with Maud in Manhattan. We wound up going to see one of Will's productions, but I have read most of his books in the series he produces on stage.
Thanks, Pinkie Pie. Is Manic here, or did you come alone, Pinkie?
I came with Manic. He's hanging out with Sonic at Rainbow Dash right now. I was just going up to grab some food for the two of us when I bumped into you. I know you've been away for a couple of weeks, but did you hear about what happened with Twilight?
Yeah, Sunset just told me about it. Was it really King Sombra?
Yeah, it was. Apparently, he used Shining Armor's body to resurrect himself back to life somehow.
Spike walks up to Starlight and gives her a hug. Hi, Spike. How are you doing? I'm doing all right, considering what's been going on here lately. Well, this is Spike. He's a very dear friend, and he's Princess Twilight Sparkle's assistant. Spike the Dragon, or should I say Spike the Brave? Spike the Brave, for sure. You heard about how I saved the Crystal Empire twice? Of course I have. I do productions in the Crystal Empire. Some of the Crystal Ponies were talking to me about it when I asked them about the crystal statue of you. Unfortunately, I didn't get rid of King Sombra for good when I helped restore the Crystal Heart. Somehow he was able to use Shining Armor to resurrect himself. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to Twilight. I mean it this time, Spike. I know her and I haven't been on the best terms lately, but I know she matters a great deal to you. Yeah, I keep thinking she's going to walk through those doors any second and come home to us, but at this point, I think it's just wishful thinking. Anyway, you guys enjoy the party. Spike walks away and heads over to Shadow.
Hey, Blowtorch!
Hi, Shadow. How are you doing?
I'm tired, angry, and worried out of my mind for Twilight. I miss her, Spike. I just want her back.
I feel horrible that I couldn't make it back here in time to save her. It was like deja vu all over again with Cream.
Be glad you didn't make it back, Spike. You wouldn't have been able to save her, and you would have been killed by King Sombra if you would have tried. No, this is my fault for sending her back to Ponyville alone, thinking it was better for her than to watch me execute Shining Armor before Sombra had the chance to resurrect himself.
You didn't know that was going to happen, so you can't blame yourself for that. The Cutie Mark Crusaders arrive at the party. Apple Bloom heads over to Applejack and Knuckles. Scootaloo finds Rainbow Dash and Sonic. Sweetie Belle trots over to Rarity and Silver. Applejack and Knuckles are talking with Rah-Rah. Why, there you are, Apple Bloom. What took you so long to get here, Sugar Cube?
Well, we had to wait on Sweetie Belle because she took so dang long making herself look pretty for Spike.
Sweetie Belle has a crush on Spike?
Yeah, they're actually boyfriend and girlfriend now. Sweetie Belle has had a crush on Spike for like a year now, but she never acted on it because Spike was clearly in love with Rarity.
Well, good for those two. Spike deserves a little happiness with everything he went through with Rarity, and then losing Cream the way he did. Does Rarity know about this yet?
No, but I have a feeling she's going to find out about it by the end of the night. Hi, Rah-Rah, you look amazing.
Thanks, Apple Bloom. You look adorbs in that little dress of yours. I bet you're really excited for Heartswarming next week.
Oh, yeah. Not so much for the gifts, but seeing some of my family that I don't get to see very often. On the way over here, me and the Crusaders were reading a letter from Babs, and she said she was coming with her family to our Heartswarming gathering, Applejack.
Yep, it's true. It was supposed to be a surprise, but oh well. I guess Babs is just as excited to see you as you are to see her.
Are you hungry, Apple Bloom?
I reckon I am a little bit.
Come on, we'll go grab some food off the buffet table.
Knuckles and Apple Bloom walk towards the buffet table together.
Knuckles, is it true you hid the Chaos Emeralds from King Sombra?
You've been eavesdropping on my conversations with Applejack again, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You know, there are a lot of things that your sister and I talk about that your ears shouldn't be listening to. We moved the Chaos Emeralds to a safe place. Please tell me you don't know where we hid them.
No, I don't know where they are.
Good, and it needs to stay that way. Apple Bloom, promise me you won't tell any pony what Applejack and I talk about in private. You know your sister and I not only help protect Equestria, but we're also the guardians of the Master Emerald. If you were to ever tell the wrong pony about one of my conversations with Applejack, it could put Equestria's safety at risk, okay?
I promise. I'm sorry again, Knuckles.
Knuckles hugs Apple Bloom.
It's okay. It's just you weren't even supposed to know about King Sombra.
Meanwhile, Spike has made his way over to Sweetie Belle, who is with Rarity and Silver.
Oh, hello, Spiky Poo.
Happy hearts-warming, Rarity, Silver. Sweetie Belle engulfs Spike in a hug and gently kisses him on the cheek.
Sorry, I'm a little late to the party tonight, but I wanted to make sure I look beautiful tonight for you.
Rarity's jaw drops. It shouldn't have taken you very long then, because you're always beautiful. I'm really glad you made it, though. I really need you tonight. Do you want to dance with me?
I'd be honored to.
Spike gently takes Sweetie Belle by the hoof and leads her out to the dance floor. They slowly begin to dance, gently holding each other.
I can't believe the nerve of Sweetie Belle.
Please tell me you're not jealous of your sister dancing with Spike.
Of course I'm not jealous. I'm just a little embarrassed that my little sister has decided to have a crush on my ex-boyfriend.
Why, you never truly loved him, Rarity.
That may be true, Silver, but my friends know the history between Spike and I, and it's just a little awkward seeing Spike and Sweetie Belle together. It opens the door for me to be ridiculed.
Ha ha ha! Well, I think Spike had a great idea. May I please have this dance, Rarity?
Oh, Silver, you're right, darling. I am overreacting, aren't I?
Just a little. Rarity places her hoof in Silver's hand as they also make their way out to dance. Spike and Sweetie Belle continuing to dance. Sweetie Belle lays her head on Spike's shoulder.
Is everything okay?
No, Twilight is still missing, and I'm really worried about her.
Apple Bloom said that King Sombra is the one responsible for her disappearance.
I wasn't sure if you knew the truth because Princess Celestia is trying to keep it a secret. But yeah, King Sombra is the one responsible for Twilight's disappearance. Part of me doesn't want to know what really happened to her because it would take away any hope I'd have of her being all right.
I'm sorry, Spike, about Twilight.
Thanks. This is really comforting. Holding you as we dance. There's something about you, Sweetie Belle, that brings natural joy and comfort. I enjoy being around you. I think I'm falling in love with you.
Sweetie Belle smiles. You already know how I feel about you. I love you, Spike, and I will always be here if you need me.
Spike and Sweetie Belle come together for a very passionate kiss. Rarity notices the kiss and immediately stops dancing with Silver. What's wrong? That's what's wrong. Silver witnesses the kiss between Spike and Sweetie Belle. Who cares? Rarity, you have me. Stop worrying and being jealous of your sister being in love with Spike. Apple Bloom notices the kiss as well.
Applejack, look at Sweetie Belle and Spike. Oh, they are so cute together.
Oh, shucks, they are rather adorable, aren't they? You girls are growing up so fast, that's for darn sure. Yeah, we're definitely not little fillies anymore. I'm really happy for Sweetie Belle. She's liked Spike for such a long time. Meanwhile, Amy and Chris are also dancing together. Are you having a good time tonight?
I'm with you, so yeah, I'm definitely having fun. You look handsome tonight, Chris.
Thanks, and you look wonderful tonight as well, Amy.
What about you? Are you enjoying the party?
Well, I'm with you, so yeah, I'm definitely having fun. Amy playfully slaps Chris's shoulder.
I know you were mocking me, but I also know that you were being serious, too. This is so much better than the last gala I went to here in Equestria. You weren't here for that, thank goodness.
What happened?
I made a complete fool of myself by causing a scene with Sonic. We had only been here for a month, and we all attended the Grand Galloping Gala in Canterlot. Tails and I were separated from the rest of our team, and we were both sick when the Wonderbolts found us out in the wilderness, so they took us to Princess Celestia's castle in Canterlot. A few days later, Sonic came to visit us. He and Rainbow Dash had been searching for Tails and I that whole time. I'll assume that's how they fell in love. Anyway, Sonic came to visit, and that's when he told me that he and I were over. About a week later, we all met up at the Grand Galloping Gala, and that's when I saw for myself that Sonic was in love with Rainbow Dash. I caused a scene and vowed that I wasn't going to give up on my relationship with Sonic.
I could only imagine how that looked when it happened.
I look back at it now and I think, what a waste of time and energy that was. I mean, even when we lived on your planet, there were signs that Sonic wasn't that into me. He always told me it was because of Eggman why he'd run off. But deep down, being older and wiser now, I realized it was because we weren't right for each other.
Personally, I never understood why Sonic overlooked you as much as he did.
Why's that, Chris?
Well, for starters, you're incredibly beautiful and headstrong. You show a ton of affection to those you care about. Even your crazy side is kinda hot. There are times I really wish that you and I were the same species because I'd like the opportunity to be with you.
Do we really have to be the same, Chris?
I know you'll never understand how a human thinks, but it's just not right. No matter how I feel about you,